Hey there, Charlie here. Welcome to another video. If you have somehow been affected by the coronavirus, then this video is for you. We know that the coronavirus not only has created or empowered an economical crisis, but it has also changed the behaviors of the people and their consumption habits. So, in this video, I'm gonna be giving you some facts, and I'm gonna be giving you my opinion on all this topic: the fitness industry, the advertisement industry, and the coronavirus, how it all comes together. And I'm gonna be reading here. I have my computer, some facts. So we know that it has been a very complicated time, and we know that as business owners we have to continually be evolving to the market's needs. Actually, marketing concepts uh, changed some decades ago from building up your own offers and then get people to want them, to the other way around. Now we analyze what people want and we offer them, and we get them that. That's how marketing works right now. And with all this crisis and the coronavirus, these needs and habits of consumption and behaviors, they are changing, and they're changing really fast. And they already were changing very, very quickly. So we have seen a lot of companies, big companies, fail and die with all this lack of innovation and their problems analyzing the market needs. So I'm gonna be giving you the statistics so that you can make up your mind and see what and do what's best for your business. Okay? So how the coronavirus has affected the advertisement industry. So in most countries it has decreased. Okay, so all the way from 7 to 15% of the advertisement budget in 2019, it will decrease in this year. So there is a rule of thumb in advertisement, which is that usually the advertisement budget follows the GDP. So, for example, what I suggest is that you look up your own country's GDP growth in this year, like compared by quarters of this year, quarterly, and see if it has decreased or decreased. In most of your cases, it's gonna be a decreased. I think. I don't know if there's a country that actually has increased. I don't think so. But most of you are more likely to see that your country's GDP has decreased. So your advertisement budget will have decreased as well. This has pros and cons. So the first thing is that the reason why it has decreased obviously is because of the lack of money in the market. Also, the psychological fact: most people are in survival mode. They stopped spending money on other things. Like they're the main focus right now is survival. So COVID has changed the consumer behaviors and the media consumption habits. So we have to adapt to what people want and give them that, right? That's the idea. So what are the stats on this? Most companies are rethinking ads. So that's why most people, they don't only have less money, but they are also rethinking the way they communicate their messages. So for example, 73% of advertisers have modified or developed new assets. So that's a big number. So only 25%, basically 27%, have done the same. The others have changed. So that's a very big number. And 53% of these people have, and I'm sorry, 53% of all advertisers have actually changed their message to communicating the mission of their business. So this is something that has something to do with the generational thing, the millennial aspect and all that. But that's a very, very big number. Like half of the people, more than half, have changed to giving a message of their mission as a company. So Unilever, which is probably one of the biggest advertisers in the world, has three rules that are very, very important. Number one is brands with purpose grow. So this is why it's important to communicate the purpose of your brand, the mission. Okay. So you should, if you are like thinking of doing ads, or you stop them because you don't know what to do right now, maybe you should add this to the list. Number two is companies with a purpose last. Okay, and so it's not only like giving your brand a purpose, but your company a purpose. And number three is that people with purpose thrive. Okay, so purpose is actually a very very important thing for Unilever, and they are succeeding in their business, in their industries. So maybe you should also take in consideration communicating your purpose and your mission to your customers through ads. Now, um, okay, I already said that. Now, there's an important aspect of doing this right now, which is that we're in a crisis, right? In an economical crisis, and it's very weird. There's like many things going on. But the thing is that usually during economical crisis, it's when most people start businesses, and when most people uh, go bankrupt. So it's when basically people are more open-minded to do new things. So they that's why many businesses are born. Actually, I have noticed that many relationships have started and many relationships have ended. So these times are very very different because people are more open to change, to new ideas, to do something different. So that's why most successful companies in the world were born during an economical crisis. So people are actually more open to new ideas. So right now it's a good moment for you to actually give a message of transformation. So if, for example, we're talking about fitness industry, right? This is a video for fit professionals, gym owners, studio owners, health coaches, and all that is related to that. You should focus on giving people a transformation and communicating that you can actually do that, because that people are more open to that message. So this is actually an opportunity for you. Okay, now ads are also cheaper due to the lack of demand, because advertisers are not spending as much money as they were before. Now what that means in economics is basically that there are more people, there are less people actually bidding in the market for ads, for people to see their content. So the prices tend to go lower. So this is also an important opportunity for you, because not only people are more open to your message, but they are also cheaper to reach. Now, there's a problem that the digital advertisement industry has right now, which is the fact that generating traffic is going to be cheaper and easier, but the problem is in converting people, because people have less money. So I don't have a solution for this problem right now. I mean, there could be many ways of resolving this problem, but you have to understand that there's more traffic. It's easier to gain traffic and cheaper, but the problem is going to be converting that into a customer. That will be a whole new video, or maybe more than one video to cover that up, but I'm just giving you the stats. Okay, so it's easier to get traffic than before. People are more open to transformations, that you can pitch them with real transformations, and people might have less money in their pocket, but they're more open to new ideas. Now, let's see, what else do I have here. Yeah, so also online shopping has been increasing during the coronavirus. So for example, if you have been thinking of, I don't know, selling supplements, or selling, I don't know, apparel or online programs, online shopping has been increasing. So that also is a good opportunity for you to consider selling online. Okay, besides that, let me see, what else do I have here. Yeah, so the impact in industry, just to give you like an overview of what has happened. The most impacted industries have been travel, tourism, obviously, retail, restaurants, automotive and apparel. So those industries have been really, really impacted negatively. But actually, the global health and fitness club market is expected to grow 7.8% from this year to the next 5 years. Now, what is important about this? Yes, it's expected to grow, but it was growing more before. So, what happened basically is that we were growing much more, and then that growth decreased a lot. And we're gonna keep growing, but it's gonna be a slower growth. Also, you have to know that digital marketing and like digital sales and everything related to digital e-commerce and all these aspects will also increase in the next years, but they were increasing more before in 2019. So all these things are gonna be increasing, are gonna expect growth in the next years, but it's gonna be a slower growth. So that's why you might want to consider a long-term strategy or a medium-term strategy, communicating your purpose and driving traffic, growing your audience, and think in the long term. Obviously, now if you're having problems with surviving, then obviously you have to focus on them on the short term as well to get by. But don't leave your long term thinking out of the way. Like you have to also think long term, because that's when you're gonna be very, very grateful you did in the past, in the future. So one of the things that I found online is that the behavior of people in the United States, let me get comfortable. The behavior of people in the United States is actually very interesting, because there are less people doing diets in 2019 than in many years before. So the trend of people doing diets have been decreasing, and the percentage of people that have became overweight has increased a lot. So the general shift in people's mind has been from I've got to lose this extra weight right now to I've got to live a healthier lifestyle. Okay? So when you are gonna give out your message, maybe you should want to orientate it more into living a healthier life than to losing weight very quickly. Obviously, people always love faster results, and that sells a lot. It's very hot, but people are not looking that as much. So this is information I've gotten from service. There are many I like my sources are a lot, so I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna say them unless you ask for them. I can give them to you. You have to message me or post them in the comment section, and I will give them to you. But this is not things that I'm just like saying because I think them. This is service. This is stats. So people actually have like made this shift from losing weight and doing diets to living a healthier lifestyle, something in the long term. So we have talked about giving a message with your purpose, your company's purpose. We have also talked that people are more open and are willing to accept like maybe a pitch that before would sound a little bit too unrealistic. They are more open-minded. They want real transformations. So now it's a good moment for you be that, and your message should not be something like, yeah, like stay like lose weight right now, and more like become a healthier person overall, so that in 10 years you can be super happy with your body and your health. So that's it for today's video, guys. The idea was to give you some stats. If you want to know more about this, let me know. I can make more videos on this and go more in deep on the statistics of advertisement and the fitness industry. There's a lot of information. And yeah, guys, like the idea of this is that you think how this applies to your business. Like I know that every single one of you have different situations. Some of you have been doing worse, some of you have been doing better, some of you have been doing better online and worse offline. So there's many things you can do, but the thing is that you analyze your situation with the information and see what you can do for yourself, because there's not a recipe for success for every single one of you, even if you're in the same industry. So I hope that this video and this information somehow gave you some insights and some ideas of what you can do. And I think this video is already too long for what my typical video looks like. So I'm gonna wrap it up and tell you that if you liked it and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe or follow me. I'm gonna leave in the description a lot of resources that you can take advantage of to get in contact with me, to get resources, free resources, paid resources, whatever that you need. It's in the description. Make sure you check it out. And thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Pura Vida.